So I'm Ashley Ng, and I'm going to be teaching Mama Bear Apologetics. We're going to be covering topics like skepticism, postmodernism, moral relativism, feminism, and Marxism. And those might all sound like scary words, and they were to me a few years ago, but Mama Bear does a really great job of breaking those down into easy to understand and tangible ways that we can talk to our kids about it and even just learn for ourselves. These topics are important and relevant because our kids are growing up in a really scary society and culture, and I was really nervous to raise kids before I went through this book. So when I was pregnant with our first, 6 years ago now, I was just nervous because the culture has gone really bad, and I didn't know how to talk to her about these things. So it teaches you how to ask really good questions and how to teach your kids to ask really good questions to people that are going to be trying to get them to stray from their faith when they go to college, when they're out in the world. It's going to teach them how to combat these things in an intelligent way, and it makes them confident in what they believe. So 1 Peter 3:15 is a verse that Mama Bear uses, and it's to be prepared to make a defense to anyone who asks you for a reason for the hope that is in you, but to do it with gentleness and respect. Not very many people respond well if you are combative, so they teach you how to give an intelligent answer for why you believe what you believe, but doing it gently. So the class is for women ages 18 and up. It will be geared more towards moms, but I really feel like the information is very important for anyone that has any contact with kids at all, or if you'd just like to learn it for yourself.
So I'm Raleigh Slaybaugh. I'm teaching a series on authentic manhood. The book looks something like this. It's a workbook we're going to go through. We'll listen to a video series, and then we will sit around and we'll discuss what they had talked about. Some of the things we talk about is, what is your purpose in life? What are your relationships like? What is the soil of your heart like? What are the most important things in your life? When I went through the book was talking about idols that we have in our life, and I'm like, I don't have any idols. And then as we went through it, we talked about the most important things can show up as an idol when people get in the way of your idol. You become angry, you get frustrated, and you start getting upset with your family if that idol is in the way. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I have one. What was that? It was watching football. And I was so intent on the football, if anybody got in front of it, I would go, get out of the way, I'm watching this play, get out of the way. And I become very angry and very tense because my family was getting in the way of my, the most important thing in my life, and I didn't realize it. It wasn't a bad thing, but it was at the top of the list. And so some of these things we talk about, we don't even realize what we're doing sometimes and how we're treating our family and other things. And it was an eye-opener for me to look at myself and say, you know what, this thing has to change. There's some really, really good things we're going to talk about. So I'd really like to have all the men from 18 to 95, I think that covers most of the men, participate in this class. So we'd really like to see you there.